So, Enugu North Senator Okey Ezea has urged the people of Uzowani in Enugu State to defend themselves against constant attacks by herdsmen. And by the way, Okey Ezea is the senator representing Enugu North Senatorial Zone. He actually beat the Governor Ifeanyi, former now, who actually put up for the position of a senator representing that zone. It seems that the zone was practically angry with him on the manner he managed the resources of the state while he was governor for 8 years, and that's the reason why they didn't give him their mandate. The Labour Party, of course, in the 2023 election swept the entire state owing to the phenomenon called Peter Mbah and the obedience movement. So that's part of the reasons why Okey Ezea was able to grab the opportunity to represent Enugu North Senatorial Zone. Okay, but now he is saying clearly that the government of the state have failed, the federal government have failed, that he has done everything within his powers to make sure that everyone is that he needs to speak to, whether it's IG, Chief of Army Staff, and they are not doing anything in this regard. And the reasons why he is saying that the only solution right now that he's seen as a senator who has spent almost 2 years in office is self-defense. That is critical. That's interesting. He actually stated that this week during a town hall meeting with residents of Uzowani. The Labour Party lawmaker said the federal government and security agencies have shown an unwillingness to address the attacks by herdsmen on communities, while noting that locals collide with herdsmen to perpetrate the criminal act. He urged each village in Uzowani to form a vigilante group and embrace self-defense. So let's listen to him, and we will come back to do a little bit of analysis on this.
Our people, they connive with on the Fulani to perpetuate this criminality. They haven't done that because those who have been victims, those who have been kidnapped, they come out and they reveal what happened. And some of them, the masked, only put mask. Yeah, our local people in that midst. When the Fulani, they don't mask. They speak their language and you hear it. So, my brothers, go and tell your village. Any solution? Self-defense. You have a right to self-defense. We must rise to defend ourselves. Government has failed us. Government has failed us. I've moved several motions. I moved a motion on insecurity in Uzowani. The last time people were killed in Nimbo, I came there physically. I came to commiserate with the families. I got to the Senate. I moved the motion. It was approved. The Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance followed it up. The IG of Police has that resolution. The Chief of Army Staff has that resolution. The Director of DSS has that resolution. Nothing has been done. Many state governments are not waiting for federal government any longer. Federal government security system, the police, the DSS, the civil defense, because the so-called Fulani people and herdsmen or bandits, they are not spirits. We can't be complaining every day. They will come and kill our people. Haba. ndị be anyị onye lara oru jagwa ụmụnanya jagwa the village head jagwa igwe or whoever jagwa the head of vigilante onwe any village enwe vigilante a na-eche oche na ebe anyị right from the time I was a kid o nwere ndị na-eche nche na-akụ mgbịrịgba n'ime yas onwe nna nọ n'otobo hụbamọkụte ọ na-eru eru. Some people know that today echile no room ndozo. That's how security has been maintained in a bank. So why are we running away now? Only wechele government too, because our own PDP government in Enugu State is not prepared to secure us. It is not just because Peter Mbah is from Kanu. Buruburu, Bonye Sika, PDP government. He was there for 8 years. Did he secure us? No. So what are we talking about? The PDP government in Enugu State is not prepared to provide security for her citizens. The first essence of government in any society is security of rights, life, and property.
Well, he looked really helpless, very helpless, given that it does look like he also politicized it. I actually feel that these issues of security should not be politicized. I mean, it's easy to call out the government of Enugu State, the government at the federal level, and then say PDP government under Y and PDP government under this current administration haven't done anything. You know, it's easy to do that. I mean, I can do that. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do it. But then again, you ask yourself, how, you know, what has he done in order to protect the lives of those people in his constituency? Because he represents them. When you tell somebody, I want you to defend yourself, I am also sure that you must also have thought about the implications of that. The reason is, if you tell person A, I can't defend you anymore, even though it's within my jurisdiction to do that, then I would say that I'm not competent enough, because one of my primary duties is to protect lives and properties. And if I cannot protect lives and property of the people whom I swore to protect, then the next best thing will be to resign my position, because I'm not able to carry out the duty in which I'm actually employed for. I mean, it's just like a private sector. You employ somebody and the simplest of things that they're supposed to do, they're not able to do it. The next thing, you're going to fire them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you say self-defense, did you provide materials that they're going to be using to self-defend themselves? Because I felt that after that meeting at Uzowani, I believe that he probably may have also carried a lot of guns in his boot. He probably must have also carried a lot of pistols in his car, so that he, as he has mentioned, that he would back it up with action and say, based on what I have told you, I would need you guys to use these guns and pistol for the meantime to protect yourself, hoping that next time when I get back, I'm sure that the governor must have reacted or must have done something in this regard. Now, let's put this in perspective, because some of you, I know you guys know how to distort things. Am I in any way absorbing anybody? No. Am I in any way saying that, oh, I'm protecting the governor of Enugu State, that he hasn't done so well in that? No. But I'm just telling you that the implication of saying that people should start defending themselves, just like what Plateau governor did, after crying to the people and saying that he has failed them and told them to protect themselves. After doing that, you just walk away and leave them to their fate without adequately providing for what is needed to self-defend themselves. So it's not enough, Senator, to just say people should defend themselves. Do you know how much a gun is cost? A pistol, knife? You are asking them to form a vigilante group. I did a report in Nimbo report. I mean, I've always said that the attack that happened last year, April, where 4 people were killed. I did a report, and those vigilante guys kept telling us, yes, they have forest guards, they have vehicles, but to fill the vehicle is a problem. They said they are reeling and lacking equipment to fight these people. That, look, it's not like they cannot protect their environment. It's the easiest thing to do. But when somebody is wielding an AK-47 at you, and then you have just a pistol and maybe a little bit of charms, what can that really do? So they told me that, look, the youth are ready to protect their environment, at least to protect their environment, to ward off these people. But when you put it side by side with the fact that beyond being willing to protect them, you don't have equipment to do it. You have vehicles, but you can't fuel it. Even you don't have bikes that you can go into places when these places are bushes. When they call you, you can take a bike and go in there. Go to the offices is unkept. Then the collaboration between you and the police is not cordial, because of course the police are answerable to somebody in high places. So make it make sense to me. Make it make sense, because I don't get it. Don't tell people to protect themselves and then not provide what it takes to protect them. Ugwai, under his administration, unfortunately, things happened. He provided vehicles, he performed forest guards when this insecurity thing was reeling. He also enacted a law banning open grazing. Of course, we know how law is in Nigeria. It's implementation. It's not as if we lack laws in Nigeria. It's implementation, but it's not as if those things still happened. I'm not absolving him. I'm not abdicating him, but to some extent, you can say he failed. But I'm in the media. I tend to highlight those things that he did, whether they met the standard as to the security level. I mean, it's left to be seen. It's left to be seen. 40 persons were killed in Nimbo under him. It was unfortunate. He was unable to take care of, to secure the lives and properties of people at that time. Unfortunate. Under this man, though we have seen a level of security that is trying to put on ground, but whether that is enough, of course, we are seeing that is practically not enough, and something needs to be done further than what he's already doing. So don't just bandy words around. Protect yourself. There's nothing anybody can do. Go ahead and protect yourself. Please don't tell people to protect themselves if you haven't provided what it takes to protect them. An ordinary vigilante that you would form, do you know what it takes to form a vigilante group? And then you tell them to protect themselves without providing vehicles, without providing bikes, without providing at least guns, and also link the collaboration between the police and them, so that if there is anything that's happening and they need a backup, they'll call upon the backup. I 100% support the self-defense thing, because again, look at the Constitution, for crying out loud. The Constitution is clear on this matter of self-defense. Let's see if you can grab a thing or two regarding self-defense. Writing on the subject, the current debate on whether Nigerians who are massacred by terrorists have right to bear arms for self-defense is somewhat needless, frankly speaking, because there are enough provisions in our constitution, the constitution of advanced democracies in Nigeria, of course, international conventions and charters that support the rights human beings have to self-defense. So let's continue. For the avoidance of doubts, the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, clearly declares that citizens' rights to life is unalienable. Sections 32(3) of the Criminal Code also provides that a person is not criminally liable for an act when the act is reasonably necessary in order to resist actual and unlawful violence threatened to him or another person in his presence. In Okey Ezea versus the State 2005, NWRL PT 930/27, the Supreme Court of Nigeria ruled that where a person kills another in defense of himself, such a killing is excused, and it does not amount to manslaughter under the criminal code or culpable homicide not punishable with death under the penal code. The defense of self-defense is a complete defense under the criminal code and the penal code, and a successful defense of self-defense leads to the discharge and acquittal of the accused person. Moreover, let's just finish with this. Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, arrived at during the San Francisco Conference of 1945, states that nothing in the present charter shall impair the inherent right of individual or collective self-defense if an armed attack occurs against a member of the United Nations until the Security Council has taken measures necessary to maintain international peace and security. And so it goes. It's clear that you are protected under the Constitution if anybody comes to attack you with arms. The Constitution allows you to also carry, a commensurable force to defend yourself. I mean, we cannot be looking at people invade our communities, invade our land, and watching them go scot-free and nothing happens. When was the last time you heard that some persons were protected, some persons were prosecuted and jailed for invading people's farms? And this thing, we'll keep hearing them every day, and we want to keep quiet. That cannot continue. That cannot continue. So what the senator said, act very good, but we have to match with action. You can't just come to the community and say, because it's a popular opinion. It's a popular opinion. Oh, you go ahead and self-defend yourself. Self-defend yourself with what? With stick, arrows, machetes. I don't understand. Did you buy anything that would help them protect themselves? Did you buy anything? So please, let's not get so excited about these things, because these guys are in position. The same way you are holding the state's governor accountable for not being able to tackle the security situation is the same way that you are being held responsible, because you are of the federal cohort. You are also part of the government. So the police have not responded, the army has not responded, and then the next thing is to self-defend, and you have not provided what they would take to protect themselves, and then you say that and walk away. So we should clap for you. Come on, man. Let's be realistic here. So let me know what you think, though. I mean, maybe I'm overreacting. Tell me what you think. I'll be really excited to hear what you've got to say. Thanks.